Let's go, y'all. Get in here now. We are live. I'm Uda. Welcome to On Go in the Morning. Now, listen, today we are going to be getting into the Minnesota ICE body cam situation, the Renee Good shooting that got the whole internet split into two. So I'll be pulling up the new angles of the footage so that y'all can see it up close and decide for yourselves for what's real from what's the narrative. And then later, we're going to be talking about why Don Lemon is calling out Stephen A. Smith and why so many people are throwing the word sellout around over his whole take over the situation. Now, and after that, I also want to get into and switch gears and get into a little bit of hip hop culture and the latest news of Jim Jones versus Camron, this beef. And I also want to talk about Austin Holloman and I Show Speed. He's talking about he wanted to connect with I Show Speed. I don't think that's a good look. I Show Speed, stay away from him. You know, he's my nephew. I Show Speed. Stay away from him, son. Stay away from him. Okay, cool. We're going to be breaking down what people online are buzzing about. So if you're here for politics, news, culture, and all of that type of stuff, then stay locked in. Make sure you drop in your comments. Make sure y'all hitting the poll. And let's just get right into the beginning of the video. Let's get into it.
All my niggas from the Uda, all my niggas turn shooters. Huda. All my ops turn rappers, all my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been this right, you been stuck in a computer.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Whoa.
We do hear the officer saying, get out of the car. You know what I mean? I do want to see it one more time because we hear him saying, get out the car, whatever the case may be. Right? I want to see this next angle though. That's the new cell phone angle that we've seen come out. All right. We see there is a like the car kind of hits him or whatever the case may be. Some people saying that the car didn't hit him. We do hear something going on, like the car did make contact with the officer. So we can hear something like that. Yes. Let's see the next cam. Let's see the next video so we can actually see another angle of this thing. Because everybody's buzzing about this thing. But this angle is showing, they say, that she was not impeding traffic and she really wasn't blocking anybody. So why did the agents even approach her at all? You know what I mean? And it will, let's just see the footage first and then we can get into it. Cool. Let's just see the footage. All right. Yep. Boom. Let's get into this.
New surveillance video obtained by CNN shows the moments leading up to the Minneapolis mom. New surveillance video obtained by CNN shows the moments leading up to the Minneapolis mom, Renee.
Let's watch it. Because they say it's impeding traffic. Okay, cool. Now this car is looking like it's gonna maybe back up here, maybe pull a U-turn possibility. Let's just keep seeing what happens, right? We're going to see a vehicle go behind it and one go in front of this car. Look. One vehicle goes behind them. This is a vehicle right here in the front that's allowed to go by. So it shows that they're not impeding the traffic. But at this part, this vehicle was not all the way back to the curb, her vehicle. So this vehicle is also an ICE agent's vehicle on the left, the light colored sedan. Yeah, the truck. This vehicle came behind them and stopped first. The ICE agent's car hasn't even pulled up yet. So these people are already approaching these people. The ICE agents are already confronting them. Why? We never see no footage from before all of that of why the ICE agents are even confronting them at all. We don't know why, right? But they're saying that they're blocking up traffic. They're not. A car is going by right now. So what is the narrative that's happening? As more angles come out, it starts to look more and more shady. I don't know. Is it me? Is it you? No, bro. More angles that come out, it start to look more shady. Now we want to see, look, now they come into frame. Look, that car already went by. This car already went behind this car and jumped out on them. See, they're already making contact with her wife. I think this person's her wife, right? You see that she stopped at first and let her out. We see that somebody else was back here in the behind at this house or whatever the case. They could have been going to this house. I don't know what they're doing. So I'm not making an excuse for what they were doing because I don't know what they were doing, right? But as soon as she got out this car, she ended up getting to this curb and was walking towards this direction, and somebody else was over here as well, right? So we don't know what they were doing with the car. Were they backing up? Were they trying to unload something? Were they going to reverse right here? Were they going to bust a U-turn? I don't know what their intentions or their mind state was. But we do know that this car on the left side came from behind them and automatically pulls up and pops the door and hops out and makes you know what I mean, and makes contact with her. Here comes the agents coming in now. Everything happens fast from here. Look, now they're talking to her. Remember, she was filming. Because we just watched what the cell phone footage shows. She says, what, man? Take the license plate. Do whatever you got to do. Whatever, man. Go take a coffee, a donut, a lunch, or whatever she was saying to them. We understand what she was saying. Okay, I'm not mad at you, bro. Do what you got to do. We understand that Renee Good said that because that's one of the last things that she said before she pulled off, right? So it don't seem like they were, I don't know if they were, the wife looked like she was probably being a little more combative than Renee was, actually, if you want to say about combatants. But when they make when they tell you a lawful order to say, listen, step out the vehicle, do you not step out the vehicle at this point? Could she have felt scared at this moment? Because they're saying that they're following a lot of protocols, but one protocol that I'm saying is forcibly removing a person from their vehicle. Did you have to forcibly remove her from the vehicle? And did they actually set the chain of events in motion and not her? You know what I mean? This is what I just got to speculate, you know what I mean? Because I just can't run with a narrative of what everybody's just thinking and saying, bro. When we see what happened, we see it in front of our eyes what happened. But this car, regardless of the fact, already went behind them. Okay, let's go back and show you this. Look at this car right here. Okay, so there's space. Watch, there's space. This is a funny kind of road. It looked like that's just the curb, but this is a road that's one of those roads that look like it got a bike lane created right there. So you don't want to park in a bike lane. You know how like sometimes the cars be up more a little bit towards the middle of the street because you had a bike lane or like a bus lane type thing. I live in New York City, so we have a lot of those in my city. But look, she gets out and walks this way. This is her wife is back here. Okay. When this car comes back here, pulls up and pops the door is already popped. So they already popped the door on smoke. They pulled behind them on smoke. The other car that we see is the interaction car with her and the people, the ICE agents. That car is not even there yet. So why did this car stop her? Because the real confrontation we see is from this pickup truck or whatever they come in down the road. So why did this car stop initially? See what I'm saying? That's what we need to understand too. We need to see their body cams to understand what they were saying in the car, because if their body cams, if any one of these people have a body camera on, because they say some ICE agents are, they supposed to wear body cams, but some don't, because, you know, it's about the issuing of it, money and funding. So some Detroit, DC, and I forget the other state, you know what I mean, that I guess they got some of the funded, and they are issuing body cameras to some of their agents, or if not all of their agents, and they're required to wear it. But if this car has body camera footage in this car right here, this will show that what their intention is, even the conversation as they're driving up behind them. These people are the first persons or people to make contact with her. We are psyched out. We keep thinking about the pickup truck. Let's forget about the pickup truck. She's not blocking no traffic, because cars can go in front of her and behind her. This car has not moved yet. Their truck, the ICE truck, was able to go behind her. This truck, this dark colored truck that's going by, Jeep or whatever you want to call it, it has space to go by. This is a whole Jeep. This is not a car that's going by. It's a whole Jeep that went in front, and it's a whole Jeep that went behind them. So what traffic are they impeding? Tell me what traffic. Did you ask what they were doing? Yo, look, why I park like this, man? What's going on? Listen, man, we actually double parking, or we actually kind of back up because I'm trying to unload some stuff or something like that. Or somebody about to bring something out the house that we about to put inside the trunk or something like that. She just want to make it a little easier real quick. You didn't ask them nothing. And we don't see a bunch of people on this street, so it's not like it's a big protest going on in the street. Show us the big protest that's happening right now in this part of the street. We never even seen that. We've seen all these angles. They got all kind of CCTV, ring phones, ring cameras is everywhere. I mean, ring cameras is everywhere, bro. Why we can't see what happened down the block from here? Why are they pulling up so aggressively? Was this block even a block where protest was even taking place? Don't seem like a block. Seem like more of a rural street. Don't seem like one of those blocks. Those type of things happen more of on a main street, a big block. You know what I'm saying? More in front of one of those big buildings, police building, a big type of building within a city. Why would you be here on this little tight street? Who's squeezing through this little block? It don't even make sense. A lot of it don't make sense to me. Maybe it's my own mind. Y'all see it for yourself. I think the more angles that come out shows, look, they was already popped in confronting her. This conversation started to get a little heated, though, between the wife. Did the wife escalate the situation, though? So we seen from this side, it wasn't that bad. From these agents coming to talk to her at first, it didn't seem as bad at first. She's just talking like how you talk with agents, or not agents, but like some police that come on your block, and you just talking like, what happened? We here, we ain't loitering. Man, go ahead, man. What you talking about? We here. You know how you kind of like talking to police, but you ain't going crazy on them. But you know what I mean? You got your little rights, and you trying to stand up for your little rights. So her conversation seemed more like that. As far as Renee towards those officers, her wife's conversation, we're going to go back to it. Her conversation kind of seems like more of a conversation that's escalating it. All right, cool. So the first people that escalate this situation is this truck. Okay. This truck escalates the shoot, and this truck also has the shooter in it. The ICE agent, Jonathan David Ross. This truck is the truck with it, because we're going to see that this person comes here. Because remember, this is how it comes. The first footage we seen, we never saw, because we actually thought that one of these agents, or she got shot from this window. We all thought it. Trust me, we all thought it at first, because it all happened so quick. But when we realized from another view, right, we got to see that the agent was in the blind spot of that camera, the first angle that the media showed it. This agent was in the blind spot, so we couldn't see him. This is how come this agent made it from the left side of the vehicle to the middle of the vehicle to the right side of the vehicle. Towards here is where he's firing off the shot, towards the middle and the left fender, or the left light. You know what I'm saying? This is where he's firing the shot. Okay, cool. This conversation is aggressive, though. They popped out. I wondered why they hopped out so aggressively and just reached for her door. I think that this man escalated the situation as well. These are the three people that escalated the situation. Renee's wife included. She's one of the three people that escalated the situation. Okay. Them in this truck, he's the driver. So he pulled over. He escalated it. Okay. And I believe that he's the shooter. She's there escalating it because she got into a thing with this man. This man is also a man, Jonathan David Ross, in June was in like some kind of vehicular accident with supposedly an immigrant named Munoz or whatever the case may be, and he was dragged, and I think he obtained about 100 stitches. No, I think he was dragged. No, sorry, he was dragged for like 100 yards or so, and I think he got like 40 stitches or so, like 30 something stitches. Right, boom. So as far as the 3 escalators of the situation, okay, when we heard Renee's conversation, she probably was talking her talk, but it didn't seem like she was saying something that was that drastic, that was worth her life. Her pulling off, I think, further escalated the situation, of course. But we don't know what her mindset was, because these people automatically just went to grab her. If we're talking to each other, we're talking to each other, okay? Why did they want to just grab her for nothing? If her wife was outside talking to y'all crazy, put her on the ground. The hell? What are you grabbing her for? Because they both there? What was their intentions? We need to see what the body camera footage is, which I bet you mysteriously ain't gonna be no body camera footages of them in the car, because if the body cam's footage is running from their car, we're gonna hear what they're talking about. And we don't want to hear no AI. We're in AI world now. So you know that they could just change the conversation with AI. Nasty work, bro. They could change the conversation with AI, bro. It's nasty. Think about this. So these are the people that escalated the situation, in my opinion. Okay. Look, see, he's over here now. This is the same officer. Remember, he came from here. This is how come. Remember, the first angle was from back here. This is why we couldn't see him. And he's already looking like he's about to shoot. His weapon is drawing right now. As she started the reverse, he was reaching. He was drawing for the weapon. He was already drawing, right? So the shot's going off. Bang, 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 right? Boom. This officer back here, let's go back a little bit more. Let's go back a little bit more. Let's see if we can see the officer slip after the shots fired. Because one officer that was back here slips when he hears the shot. We can't see him from this angle. Oh, that's him right there. Look, you see him? This guy hears the shot and slips and regains his balance. This guy right here, okay? That's the impact of the shot. When he heard the shot, this guy was shocked and slipped and like regained his balance back, okay? If that car really, really hit that agent would have been on the floor. This is slippery conditions. This man was just heard the shot back here and slipped. So you got to use your mind when you're thinking about stuff. Think about it. Look, this agent is going to come into field right behind this branch, right behind the front right of the car by the front right light. You're going to see a man come into fray, and this is when the shots flew off. But remember, everything's happening in the same time. So as he's moving, he's shocked. So that's how come you don't see him yet. Remember, this is all happening in a millisecond of a second as it's happening. So look, bang, he slips and gets back up. Boom. See what I'm saying? We can see it from this angle too that he slips. Watch. Look, see? He already pulled up mad aggressively to her. Why? And why? A good question is, but the rear view, remember, the rear light is on. Look, not just the brake light. This white light is a rear view light. Okay? Remember, so that means that she probably was reversing more than they're going to reverse. This car came from behind her. This light is a reverse light. That's what this light is. It ain't a broken light. It's both white lights on the back. Those ain't brake lights. Brake lights are red. Those are the reverse lights of a Pilot car. You want me to go Google it and show you the car Pilot and how the lights look when it says reverse? That's the reverse lights. So she's actually going to reverse more. So she could have been wanting to back up, park, do anything she wanted to do right now. Because remember, all of this is happening in one motion. But her rear view lights are still on. Okay? That's how come at first she presses reverse first. Because she's already in reverse. Then she has to switch it to drive to go to drive. Look, she's already in reverse the whole time. Look. Look. She was already in reverse. See what I'm saying? So you're already in reverse, right? But they're saying that you're trying to block somebody. How am I trying to block somebody if I bust this looking like a U-turn could have been? Her girlfriend or wife got out the car to go to this house that's behind them back here, whatever the case. It looks like, I don't know if they are, if they were, but she got out the car right there, and it seemed like she walked back in that direction. If we get a Ring camera from this house across the street, then we can see another view of actually what she was doing, right? But we already know. So is she blocking traffic? You would have just stopped your car right there and just put the light and just stopped your car. You'd have never had to drive. You'd have just stopped your car right there. Look. The brake lights is on. Look, as the car comes into frame, it's already on. The brake lights are on. Okay? Think about that. The brake lights are already on, bro. Did she really impede them? Yeah, she probably don't like them. Who knows? I don't know what the intention was, but it said that she was more about some ICE watch, like some ICE observance thing. It seems like that. Like her ex-husband said that he doesn't know her forever being a part of any kind of protests and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, and it was funny is that they weren't able to pull up anything on social media to show her really antagonizing cops and being that type of individual. You know what I mean? Not to say that it won't come out. I don't know. Maybe it will, but usually they bring these types of things up quick. Once a person that you deem as a criminal, they criminalize you quick. Okay, he stole candy as a baby. They bring up everything from your past. It doesn't seem like they have anything yet, and it's been a few days. So it's, maybe the ICE agents are the ones that instigate the situation. Maybe her wife further escalated it as well. Maybe she escalated as well as she drove off, probably, you know what I mean? Probably, you know what I mean? But that's what they're using to blame her for the whole situation, is that she used her vehicle as a weapon. And that's what they're sticking to. So, you know, sad situation though. Most definitely a sad situation. I don't know, man. The whole world is splitting in two on this. I've been listening to panels. A lot of people are arguing with people that they know about this stuff. Like, yo, listen, yo, you don't know nothing about nothing. It's got people, yeah, it most definitely splitting people down a side. And it's not just about men and women. I've seen men on one side, women on one side, men on one side, women on the other side. So it's just something that just caused a real stir online. You know what I mean? I really feel like this has caused a real stir online. And then we've seen a couple of other people got shot, you know what I mean, as well in Portland. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's going down, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, everywhere you look, it is going down, bro. And it's crazy, man. I'll tell you the truth, it's a scary time. We damn sure in the book. We damn near in the book of Eli's. We damn near in the book of Eli, homie. But I do want to get into Don Lemon. Let's hear what Don Lemon and Stephen A. Smith got going on. Let's hear something about that.
I wonder how you address this next person that I'm going to play. Okay, y'all. I give you one. You guys know Blakely Thornton over.
Yes. Oh, I love him. Yes.
Okay. Well, he has a few choice words from someone we all know. Here it is.